think that a lot of what you've outlined, I'm sure already, works really well. And I love the idea of knowing really clearly why you're doing it and being able to keep that perspective. I think it's also really important to adjust that narrative or that story for yourself. So, whatever the reason might be that you're moving to another country and going to live this expat lifestyle, figuring out ways for it to work for you. So I remember what feels like a million years ago when we first moved overseas with a young family. It was really challenging. Our first move was all about my spouse's job. And there were times that it was difficult, and it was very easy to fall into a support group with other people, other notably spouses, where it was all about the other person's work. And what can happen over time is then you all end up just complaining about how it's all about the other person's work, and you don't really like being an expat, and that can be a dangerous slope. So I think it's really nice to buffer it and figure out another story in that. So my story is I ended up being friends with another person who was in a similar scenario where this person also was a spouse and they had young kids. And I had my regular, like, it's just so hard. I don't know how I'm ever going to work. And it's all about my spouse's job. And she said to me, I get that, but I actually kind of love being an expat because I don't have to work. I'm finally in a position where we're able to take a little bit of time off where I can not have I don't have to have the same earning power. And we purposefully did this. And what it allows me is being able to stay at home with our little kids for a couple or more, I think she had framed it as like 9 more months than I would have if you're in the US. And it was so helpful to have that perspective that I don't know, I think I would have gotten there. I'd like to think I would have gotten there on my own, but in that moment I might not have. And so I think it's also important to complement knowing your why and then being able to be consciously surrounding yourself with elements that are going to make that work. If you go to your local coffee shop and you don't speak the language and every morning that person's really mean because you don't speak the language, try another coffee shop. If you, and just figuring out small pieces during your day that are going to enable you to feel better about being wherever you're at, because some days are going to be really hard. I think that what can be helpful, and someone recommended this to me a few moves ago, where you land in country, and actually someone said to me, pull out your calendar, and this is back, I still have a paper calendar, and put a big red circle out 90 days from today. And to really just stay in a place where you are absorbing information about what you love, what you don't love, but don't even ask yourself about the generalized question of, are you glad you moved? Or do you like it in this new country? Just allow yourself at least 90 days of walking in this new space that you're at before you even make an evaluated judgment about what it feels like to live there. Did you do the right thing or not? Because otherwise you'll drive yourself crazy and you'll love it one morning and then 20 minutes later you stepped in dog poop on the street and you don't love it anymore, and then 27 minutes later something else happened, your kid finds a new type of swing on the playground and then it's great again, and it will feel like such a roller coaster that instead when you land, if you can just think 90 days from now I'm going to really evaluate what I love about it and what I don't love, and then see where that nets out, just giving yourself a little bit of time. Rather than the constant query of, did I do the right thing? Do I like this new country? Should I have left my old country? Just allowing yourself that space.